And we're back. Welcome to The Power is Now, Real Estate Roundtable. My name is Emerick Frazier. I'm here with Emerick A, and we are beginning a journey here, a series on the business of real estate. In fact, we're talking about business planning. That's the title of the series, Business Planning for Real Estate Agents in 2023. Happy New Year to all of you who are watching and are listening. 2023 is going to be a fantastic year. I believe it. And Napoleon Hill said, if it's conceivable, it's believable, and it's believable, it's achievable. So you got to start with your mindset. You got to believe that you're going to kill it. You're going to not just survive, but you're going to thrive in 2023. And it starts with having a business plan. It's like fundamental to all businesses. All successful businesses have a business plan. And that's what we're talking about here. This is part one. And Emerick has a business plan. He's running a successful business plan. He's someone who's living what he's talking about. And I have really enjoyed the conversation so far. So, Emerick, the first step in having a business plan is knowing yourself and knowing what you need to do to put yourself in a position to be successful and to attract clients. The second step is to know your clients. And that's what we're going to focus in now on knowing your clients. And so the branding process, we're talking about branding, that's number one in this. Branding is basically being who you want the world to see you as, being the person you see yourself as in the world. So how do you build a brand if you don't first know your clients? You got to build the brand from the client's perspective, from the client's needs. What do your clients need? Because you need to be that person that can meet the client's needs. And then if you understand the client's needs, you realize then, well, I can't meet everybody's needs, right? So that means you've got to then focus in on what needs can you meet. This gets back to you again. What am I good at? What am I an expert in? What am I the best at? Am I best at representing buyers or sellers or selling land or houses, commercial property? And am I best at working with single women or single men or families with children or people who are older and retiring? I need to figure out what I'm good at, right?
Eric, that's a question that most of us can't answer. The whole thing of know thyself, we don't understand that. And what happens is we make an attempt in our business to serve everyone, and we end up serving nobody. And so all that old saying, all money is not good money. Everybody's not your client. Sometimes you just have to refer people, and you'd really be more profitable in your business. And again, that comes back to your business plan. One of the things that we have a challenge with, particularly in this industry, is we have, I'm going to call them limitations, because we have not acquired the proper knowledge to make it unlimited. And so what we do is we mask, and we, again, what is it? We fake it till we make it, right? And our audio and our video don't match, and we end up losing the client. And so in that space of a business plan, in that space of knowing yourself and knowing where you are, understanding your limitations, more important than knowing and understanding what your limitations are at this point is acknowledging it. Then when you get past acknowledging it, you have to take the proper courses, get the proper training, get the proper education to go beyond your limited skill set. And again, that's a part of your business plan. Training and education is a part of your business plan. So when you're making your business plan, you have to allot for business and education to strengthen your weak points. And knowing yourself is a part of that, and just being transparent and open and honest with yourself to say, I have challenges in this area. What's the class? What's the training? What's the education? What's the virtual I can get to help me become more aware and get past this challenge that I have? And knowing thyself becomes so much more important at that place. Now, the other part about knowing your client, right? in the part of your business plan, you got to create an avatar for your target audience. What's your target audience? Who are you looking for? Most people, most real estate professionals say, well, I sell houses and I'll sell houses to anybody that want to buy a house. And what that ultimately ends up is you don't sell a house to very many people because you don't have a target. A hunter never goes to the woods saying, I'm hungry and I'm going to go hunt anything that moves, right?
Right.
They don't. They go hunting for a specific type of game with a specific type of weapon, with a specific type of ammunition, with a specific type of supplies and capabilities to come back with whatever game they're hunting to have the highest success ratio. Am I missing something here?
Oh man, well, what a great parable, right? Are you preaching now, man? I mean, I love preachers who throw a parable to bring home their point.
Right.
And you're absolutely right. I've never hunted in my life, never even shot a gun.
You ever been fishing before?
I've been fishing though.
Okay,
and the same thing applies.
When you go fishing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, you have a specific type of bait because you're fishing for a specific type of fish. You can't just throw the hook in the water. You can't say you're going fishing for bass and you put a piece of bread on the hook.
You cannot.
You can't. Because a bass is a carnivorous fish and you have to fish with live bait or something that appears to be live or something that appears to be something that a carnivore would eat. It's the same thing in business. You have to put the right bait on the hook to get the right client to bite the bait so you can reel them in to your business.
Man, what a great point. You have to know yourself, and in knowing yourself, you know your limitations, and understanding your limitations, you know what training, education you need, what mentoring you need, and then you have in your mind your own personal goals and aspirations. You get into real estate, you say, wow, I want to be a luxury agent, or I want to be a commercial agent. I want to sell $1 million properties, or I want to sell investment properties. This is what you want to do, but you may not have the skill set
at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you got to get the education.
And that's the start. When you're in this business, I'm gonna stop at luxury for a second. You can't be in California and say, I want to sell $5 million houses. And you have a $600,000 mindset.
No, you cannot.
There's a gap in the conversation. And so, as I was saying, when you're fishing, or when you're in a luxury mindset, you can't be in a luxury mindset of a $5-10 million house with a $600,000 mindset. Doesn't work that way, because your clients are saying you're attempting to sell me something that you can't speak of in the most intelligent way, and you're talking the talk, but you're not walking the walk. Your audio and your video is not matching. You're not my agent.
Right, that's a hard pill to swallow, isn't it?
It is, and it's the reality of what we have to deal with in this business, because people are looking to work with people who they know, like, and trust.
That's right.
And if you're not in your authentic space, they may like you, they may know you. That doesn't mean they're going to trust you.
That's right. And I love when you say your authentic space. Being authentic is, being real about what you know and don't know. I know of agents brand new in the business that were, their first listing was over $1 million, because that's the community they live in. There was a relationship. Yes. So it is about people do business with whom they like and who they trust. And sometimes being likable and being authentic and showing yourself to be a trustworthy person is a great compensating factor for not having the knowledge and or having the experience and track record in selling any particular type of property. The seller just likes you and wants to be a part of your journey, your history in becoming a real estate agent. And this doesn't happen all the time, but that's one of the benefits of truly being transparent, authentic, likable,
Yes.
and sharing kind of where you're at in the business.
And that's key, because when you're in that space, even though you never sold that house before, you're your authentic self. And in that space, your audio and your video matches because you're talking the language, you're comfortable in that space, you live in that space, the people clearly recognize that you're comfortable in that space. It makes it so much easier to operate. And so when we're doing our business plan, right, and we understand who we are, we understand what our capabilities are, we understand who our avatar is, it makes us more apt to succeed at that level, even if we don't have the practical experience, because people do business with people who they know, like, and trust.